Welcome to Coding Bible channel. My name is Carlos Kamal Fahim. I am from Egypt. I have graduated from Faculty of Science, Cairo University. My major was chemistry and botany. However, after a few years, I decided to change my career to programming. And to achieve this goal, I have gotten a diploma in computer science from Cairo University also, and now I am studying my master degree in software engineering in Polytechnic University in Valencia, Spain. This is the first video in Angular course. This is just an introduction, but this introduction is useful for you to decide if you will take this course or not. To help you decide, we will talk about 4 points: the objective of the course, the plan of the course, the requirements, and finally the version that we will explain or study in this course. So let's start with the objective of the course. Of course, Angular course will teach you Angular. This is a default objective and we will not negotiate it. Okay, however, I have another objective, which is solving the problem that new programmers face or encounter. So what is the problem? When I was taking any course or watching any course, I just was copying the same thing that the instructor do, and you can say that it's okay, you are applying what the instructor do, but this is not applying, it's just copying, and this makes me feel boring. And also when I reach the middle of the course, I forget anything about or I forget anything that I take at the beginning of the course. This is a problem. And before recording this video, I saw a post on Facebook. Someone was complaining about some centers that teaching programming. He said that after he finished the course, he can't do anything. He can't do projects on his own or by himself. Why? Because in the final project, the instructor just typing codes and they mocking him and they do the same thing, and this is not practicing. This is not, for example, training on real projects or training to solve a problem. And this is the problem itself. So to solve this problem, we need to know first the root cause. And I think the root cause that the courses, online courses or in centers, they doesn't teach you programming skills. They just teach you, for example, how to use Angular, but this is not what we need. We need programming skills. So in this course I will teach you programming skills, and I mean by programming skills, problem solving, searching, and debugging. We will teach you problem solving, but not in the same way like problem solving websites such as LeetCode. We will teach you problem solving using Angular on real projects. Okay, and we will teach you searching. You may say that everyone knows how to search. Yes, but does everyone reach their goal using search? No, because you of course find people who write problems on Facebook groups to ask for a solution, and this is not a bad thing. It's okay. But there is other people that they doesn't write any problems on Facebook. Why? Because they have a very powerful searching skill, and I will teach you how to do it or how to reach this skill in this course. You may say also, it's okay, now ChatGPT can help us. Yes, okay, but ChatGPT can't help you in very complex tasks, and ChatGPT has a limitation that his information is only updated until 2021. And the third skill is debugging. You may say that it's easy. I will copy the error message and paste it in ChatGPT, for example, and he will tell me the solution. Yes, okay, but this is not the case in logical error, because in logical error there is not an error message. The compiler doesn't complain. And the problem is that the result of the code is not what you expect. So there are many logical errors that ChatGPT can't help you, and you doesn't know how to tell ChatGPT about that problem. So how you debug this? Also, some errors doesn't have logic error messages. okay, and this is difficult to find to reach, so I will teach you how to debug any problem you have. I will teach you my technique to solve errors or problems or debug problems in your code. Okay, now I told you the problem, the code, the solution, and it's time to tell you how I will achieve this solution. So let's talk about the plan of the course. Okay, this course will be divided into 3 levels: beginner level, intermediate, and advanced levels. Okay, in the beginner level, I will suppose that you don't know anything about Angular, so I will start explaining some basics of Angular at first. Okay, then I will create one video to teach you or to tell you about my method to find any algorithm or how to solve any task I have. Then I will create another video to apply this method on one task. After that, I will create one video to give you one task to you. Of course, you will use what you have already learned in that task. I will give you 1 days or 2 days to solve it, and then I will record a video for the solution. If all the course is online, I recommend that you don't watch the solution first. Just try to solve it, and you can ask for help. You can ask us for help. Just write your problem or comment on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Okay, and I will answer you. Also, in the beginner level, we will using a very small project to practice, and in the intermediate level we will practice on ERP system, but not the whole ERP system. We just use some parts of it that have a complex tasks. Okay, and in the in the advanced level, we will teach some advanced topics like NGRX, Angular BWA, and Angular Universal. Okay, and this is my plan. Okay, now let's talk about the requirements. For this course, you have to know HTML, CSS, JavaScript, or TypeScript. You doesn't have to be very professional in them. Do you need to know data structure and algorithm for this course? No, not exactly. But if you do know, it's okay, and if you don't, it's okay also. We will explain what we need in this course. Okay. Finally, let's talk about the Angular version. At the time of recording this video, the version of Angular is 16. However, before Angular 14, there is a method for working, or we was working using some method. Okay, and after or from Angular 14, we changed the method or the way we working. So I have to teach you all the ways we working. So in the beginner level, we will use the old method before Angular 14, and in the intermediate and advanced, we will use the other method from Angular 14 till Angular 16. And of course, when Angular is updated, we will update our course and update or making videos for the new features that Angular will add to Angular versions. Okay, and this is the end of the video, and if you have any question, please ask us or on YouTube, Facebook, on Instagram, or whatever you need. And thank you for watching.